Next, let's queer up trans rights. New Biden rules on bathrooms and pronouns seeks to trump hate-filled state laws. Starting this fall, school districts not honoring transgender and non-binary students' pronouns or restroom choices may face federal civil rights violations. The U.S. Department of Education's new Title IX rule aims to combat sex-based discrimination in public schools. In a briefing with journalists, Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona underscored the administration's commitment to upholding Title IX for inclusive, rights-driven schooling. He also emphasized the Biden-Harris administration's dedication to fostering inclusive educational settings. Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights Catherine Lhamon highlighted the rules will align with the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling in Bostock v. Clayton County, recognizing such discrimination as civil rights violations. The announcement of these rules is timely, underscored by recent tragic incidents like the death of Nex Benedict, a transgender student in Oklahoma. Nex's death has triggered a federal civil rights probe into Owasso Public Schools, probing the adequacy of the school's response to harassment complaints. The Biden action is noteworthy as it puts the Department of Education on a collision course with GOP state legislations, including Florida, that have passed the largest number of anti-LGBTQ+ school changes in history. As school gears up to enact the new regulations, the Department of Education will offer resources and technical support to ensure their clear understanding and proper application. The new rules will be enforced starting August 1st. Queer News Tonight will stay on this evolving story. So again, here's an example of, the Biden administration is doing something. This is a great step to include with Title IX trans rights. And this is gonna all play out, of course, in the courts because state law and now federal law are gonna be in conflict with each other. And what will school districts do? It's unfortunate that this is going to be taxing on our school systems in ways that it shouldn't be taxing on our school systems.
Yeah.
To put schools in the middle of this debate is to ask them to do something that they shouldn't have to do.
Yeah.
Their main concern should be education.
Should be education, completely. And how do you keep LGBTQ plus youth safe if you're also not allowing them to say if they have gay parents or use their correct pronouns or dead naming them? You can't do both. You can't have it both ways.
Right.
So it's inhumane to tell a trans kid that their identity is not genuine and not truth. It's inhumane to call a trans kid by their dead name. It's inhumane to call somebody, to mispronounce someone. You don't want queer kids to get an education. You're a teacher, Ty, okay? They don't want us to be smart. They don't want our LGBTQ plus kids to be smart, and it's scary times. This is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Completely. But it's at a snail's pace, like we were talking before. And you know who suffers? Those kids.
Yeah.
Those queer kids just trying to get an education, okay? Nex Benedict, that kid killed himself.
Yeah.
After being bullied to the point of no return.
Yeah. That's
okay?
Unacceptable that we live in a world where that happens.
Unacceptable. Yeah. That school, the blood is on their hands. You allowed him to die, okay? And that is the blatant truth. And this is the world that we live in.